Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's project, we're going to be taking down this light fixture here, and we're going to be replacing it with a LED light fixture. And this, just so you know, is a dusk to dawn light fixture. It'll turn on when it gets dark, and it'll turn back off when the sun comes up or it gets lighter out. It does come with everything inside the packaging. We have the light itself. We have the gasket, which is very important to make it waterproof. And then we have all of the attachments that come with it. You have to use the new attachments. Don't use the old existing attachments that are up there right now. Our white wire and black wire connect onto the white and black inside the fixture. And the yellow wire with the green tracer is actually a ground wire. We're going to connect that ground wire up into the fixture here itself. All right, so let me show you what kind of tools we're going to need. We're going to get up there, get started, and we'll get this job done. This is an example of what you may need. We may need a utility knife, a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, a voltage tester to make sure that the light fixture has no power in it. We may need wire strippers, and we could need a pair of needle nose, but we'll see how it goes just to once we take the light fixture down. We are going to need some silicone to silicone the fixture, so that way the water does not get inside the light fixture itself. All right, and as you can see, I have my little buddies here today. I have dog number 1 over here, dog number 2. This is Brownie. And then we have Opal, which you just saw a second ago. They're going to supervise everything that's going on. I guess you didn't see Opal. Opal ran in the house. All right, so let's get up there and let's get started now. All right, so now we're going to take the old fixture down. As you can see, the light is off, so we know that the power is in the off position. We grab the old globe and we just rotate it until it comes out. We could take our light bulb out, just like that. We'll put this off to the side. Now to take this off, you just take this piece right here and you turn it. And the cap unscrews and you just pull it off. Fairly easy. Now as you can see up underneath here, we have our black wire and our white wire. And we also have a ground wire right here, which is where we're going to connect our ground into. All right, so let's get a Phillips head screwdriver or a flathead screwdriver. We'll remove this bracket here and then we'll take that fixture totally off. Okay, now if you're not sure there's power in there, you can use something like this. It's called a non-contact voltage tester. Not that I'm endorsing this product, this just happens to be the one that I like and I use, and you'll also find it in my Amazon store if you wanted to view it to see what it does. We touch it to the wire like this. That's the black wire, which is the one with the power, and there's nothing there. So we're going to test everything, and we have no power in here at all. If there was power, this would be beeping like crazy, but it's not, so we know that there's no power in this outlet or in this fixture here at all. All right, we're going to take this screw here, we're going to unscrew it. I would tell you, do not lose these screws, because sometimes these screws that come with the new fixtures don't fit properly, and you may need to use these over again, so don't lose them. Next, we're going to come up underneath here, and we're going to remove these wires. We'll pull them out slightly just so we can work with them, just like that. We unscrew this wire cap and take this off. I can tell you already, whoever put this together didn't do it correctly, because they didn't twist the wires together. They just let the cap screw onto it. I'll show you what I mean. All right, this one they did twist it together the way it's supposed to be. All right, so we'll just take that off just like that. And next we're going to take this out. We'll unscrew our cap like this, and we'll take this off. And now this fixture is now trash. Let me clean this up a little bit, get the spider webs and such out, and then we'll come back and we'll put it together. Well, as you can see, I did change the box that was on the wall here because the other box was too small. So basically just remove the old one and put a larger box in place of it that will accommodate the new light fixture that we have. All right, next we take our white wire and we strip back a little bit insulation, and then we come around here, we just twirl it until it's one single strand, just like that. Then we grab our white wire here, put it on the white wire, turn it around the white wire, just like that. We grab one of our new caps that comes supplied with it, and we screw it over the top. clockwise until it's as tight as you could possibly make it by hand. Okay, once we tighten it down as tight as we can by hand, we grab the wires and we give it a pull to make sure it's nice and tight, which it is. Next we take our black wire and we do the same exact thing on the black wire, twirl it around. Then we take our black wire, put it on there, just like this. Hold it with our 2 fingers, grab our new wire cap, put it over the top, and screw it down as tight as you can by hand. Okay, again, pull the wires, make sure they're nice and tight, and again they are. So we're just going to tuck this back out of the way just for now. We're going to grab our ground wire, do the exact same thing, twirl it around just like this. Put it around our ground in a clockwise direction, of course, and I will screw it down with our wire cap again, nice and tight. Once it's tight, we'll grab the wire, give it a pull, make sure it's tight, which it is, and now we'll tuck these wires back in place, just like that, so that they're not interfering with anything inside here. Okay, next we slide our gasket up, make sure it fits on there correctly, which it does, and now we'll tuck the rest of the wires in and out of the way. Once we do that, we'll bring this up. We're going to put our screw right through the center right there, and then we'll tighten it down. We're not going to tighten it too tight, we're just going to snug it down. So let's grab our screw and put it in through there. Okay, then we'll snug it down until it's just touching. Make sure your gasket is nice and straight in there. Gasket's good. I'm going to screw it down, make sure our lights are even and our sensor is facing exactly up. Snug it up as tight as you can by hand. Okay, and that's it. Next thing we're going to do, they give you a small little cap like this. You put it inside here and you cover up where the screw thread would be. Okay, so now that we got this finished off, as I said, we take our little plastic cap, we push it right inside here, just like that. And that way it's sealed off so you don't see the screw hole. Not that it makes any difference, but it's just a cosmetic thing. Next we're going to go inside, turn the light switch on. We're going to cover up the photo cell right here and we'll make sure it works. So let me turn it on and we'll test it out. Okay, now the way to test it, obviously during the day when the light is out, it's not going to turn on. Just cover up the top here, just like that, and you see it comes on. And when you let go, it goes off. Now on this particular light, I just want to point this out to you. There's a setting down underneath here. One is high and one is low, so you can set it to whatever you feel is appropriate. Then obviously these ends here are adjustable up and down, and they also are adjustable left and right. That's personal preference. We're going to wait till it gets dark tonight and we'll make sure that we have them set the way we want them. Alright, one more thing I forgot to tell you too is that we're going to come up underneath here and we're going to silicone where the new box touches against the house, just in case water was to get on here. We don't want it running down into the electrical box or into the house itself. So we're going to take our silicone and we're going to come up here and make a small bead of silicone around the upper half of it. There's no need on the bottom because obviously water will not run up, it'll only run down. But that's it. Make sure you put your bead of silicone on it. The gasket is nice and tight on here, and then the box itself will be waterproof. But that's it. This job is done, and we're on to the next one. All right, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.